So in this video I will show you how you set up this third-person game in Unity, but this time instead of using a Mixamo character, we will actually go and AI generate our own character and put him in the game. So you can see we have a full functional third-person game here. So let's get started. So the absolutely first thing we have to do is to go and generate an AI image of the character that we want to go and put inside our game. And for this I will go and use designer.microsoft.com, and they have this image creator. So I'll go and put in this text where I say T-pose game character, cartoonish traveler man, only show man and white background. He should be front facing the camera and we should see his whole body. So let's try to see what the image generator can come up with. So we just say generate. So we get these 4 generated images that we can go and choose between. I think this one might be good enough. So let's go and take this character and say download the image. We then want to go to Trellis, where we can go and generate our 3D asset from the image. So you just want to go and click on this to upload an image, and we go to downloads and we have the character here. You can see I have been playing around with it a little bit, but let's try out with a whole new character. And I would say I do recommend that he stays like this, and that's mostly for the animation when he is 3D generated and we have to put some animations on him in Mixamo. Then you need him to stay straight like this, so he don't stay in like a funny position. But let's go and generate. So this is the character we get, and he looks pretty fine, I think. So let's just go and say extract GLB. So this is the character that we get, and he looks pretty fine. So I'll just go and download it. And since it's a GLB file, we cannot just go and import him to Mixamo. We just need to open Blender first, and let's get rid of everything in the scene here and say file and say import. And we want to go and import a GLB file, and he was inside the downloads folder, and here he is. So you can go and hit this button here to actually see the texture also. He might look a little bit dark. It's also because we don't have any lighting inside the scene here. But what we want to go and do is actually to save him correctly, because if we don't do that, we don't get the texture to Mixamo. So I do have a trick. And the trick is that we first of all we need to go and save the FBX file with the textures, and then we need to zip the textures with the actual FBX file and send that zip file to Mixamo. So the easiest way to do this is to go to file, and we actually want to go and save the file first as a blend file. And we just want to do it in the same place where we put the FBX and the texture. And you can really just go and call this for character. I have created a folder called AI character on my desktop. So you can also go and do that. And then just save the blend file inside that folder and say save as. Then you want to go to file again and say external data. Go to unpack resources and say that you want to use files in current directory. So create when necessary. You have to choose this one. That should already have saved the textures inside the folder. So as you can see now, we have the character here, .blend, and we have the textures here. So this is actually just the texture of this guy. So what you want to go and do is to click on him so that he's active, and go to file, say export, and go to FBX. And from in here, we want to go and set the path mode to copy. And we want to say embed textures. And then we just want to limit it to the selected object here. And then you can actually go and export him. So the next step to prepare for Mixamo is to go to our AI character folder. And you want to go and click the textures and then control click the character.fbx file. Then you can go and right click and say compress to zip file. So this is going to be the file we send to Mixamo. So now when we're inside Mixamo, you can go and say upload character, and you can say select character file, and then we will go and take the character.zip that we just created and say open. So now you can see we get the textures in here. We can go and say next. Then you want to go and take this and set it on his chin, set some on his wrists and his elbows, and then the knees and the groin here, and you say next. You actually also, because you have maybe another model than I have here, you want to make sure that his fingers is okay, because else if you don't want the hand to actually do anything, you can go and take this no fingers instead, the standard skeleton. But I'll just go and try the standard skeleton and let's see how this turns out. So just go and say next, and it can take a couple of minutes, and I have tried this before where the character was turning out a little bit weird. The hat, for example, it could not figure out the hat, but in this case he actually looks pretty good. I can see the textures is a little bit bright, so let's try to say next here, and you have to say next again to actually get the character out here. You don't have to go and click this, because then else it will not save it. I think I tried that before, so just go and say next. And you can actually see we also have a problem with that he is under the floor here, because we saved him like this inside our scene. But let's try and go to the animations here, and let's say that we just want to walk, and you just take this walking, and now you can see he's actually going as intended. Yeah, I still don't like that he's that bright here, that the texture is this bright, but let's try to go and import it to Unity, and let's see how he looks there. But first of all, I want to go and set up our third person environment, and it's actually pretty simple. It's not that difficult to do. It is actually just a package that we have to go and install. But let's go and create a new project here, and it should just be this universal 3D. We can call it whatever we want. I will just say my project right now, and let's say create project. So now when the project is set up, we will actually go and download the package I talked about. So you need to go to Unity's asset store here and go and open this starter assets third person inside Unity. So go and say open in Unity. It is a free package, and then say open Unity editor. So you might want to go and download it at first. You get this pop-up box where you have the starter asset, and it might at your computer it might say download, but I already downloaded it, so I will just go and say import. But when you're done downloading, you will come to this page again where you just say import, and you want to say install/upgrade here. You do then get this pop-up box where you just want to go and say import. So when everything is installed here and imported, you can just go and close this box, and you want to go to this starter assets and go to the third person here and say scene, and then you want to go and double click the playground, and it will just take a few seconds to open this playground. So when that is open, you can actually fly down here and see the character that we already have. If you go and play this, it actually works instantly. We can go and test it here, say play, and now you can see we inside the game, and he can walk, and if you hold shift he can run, and you can also jump on space, and else you can just run around in this third person game view. So this is the character we want to go and replace with our own AI model. So back in Mixamo, we want to go and actually download the character, and we want to say FBX for Unity, and it's with skin, and the frames per second is okay, and none of the keyframe reduction. So just go and say download. So back inside Unity, you want to go to the assets folder here, because it's here we want to drag and drop the character. I go to my Pathfinder, see the character we downloaded, and just drag him down to Unity. So from in here, we can go to the player armature here, go and expand it. But first of all, we actually want to go and right click it and say prefab, and say that we want to unpack completely. We then want to go to this geometry here and actually go and delete the armature mesh. So just hit delete, and now the character is gone. What you need to do is actually go and take your character here and go and drag him and put him in the geometry here, and now you can see we have our own character. If we just go and test this, you can see it's actually not working yet. We are able to move him around, but there is really no animation and no texture at all. So we want to go and fix this. So again, inside our assets folder here, you want to click the character, and we do have this rig here where we want to go and change the animation type from generic to humanoid, and we want to say apply. So this should actually have fixed the movement of our character. Let's try and test it out. So let's try to walk, and it doesn't really work actually. And that's because I forgot a very important step, and that is actually to go to the player armature here, and then go and say that we don't want to use the old armature avatar. We want to go and use our character. And in this case, I actually saved him with a walking animation on also, so that's why it just say walking, but it have every animation that we should use. So just go and double click that, and let's test it out again. And now you can see he can walk, and it actually looks pretty good. And if you hold shift, he can also run, he can also jump when you hit space. So it's pretty nice that we can go and create this AI character. He looks a little bit scary right now because he have no texture, but let's go and fix that. So what we need to do is to click the character again here, go to materials, and say extract textures. So when you have done that, you want to go and create a new file, and we could just call it textures to have some structure. And then you want to open the folder and say select folder. And if you get some errors where you get a pop-up box, it do mean that there might be some errors in the texture and he maybe doesn't look right. Actually right now this is the first time I have tried to not get that error. But if you get it, there is a fix now button on the box. So you can just go and click that and it should be fixed. But let's go and test this out again. And now you can see we have our texture, and it actually looks pretty good. So it was not the bright texture that we had inside Mixamo. This looks much better. So that was actually how you created a third-person game with an AI generated character. It is a very cool step in the technology, I think. Of course it has its ups and downs, but in general this character would have taken me hours to create, and now we can just get AI to actually create a character like this. But thanks for watching, and go and have a nice day. Bye.